Welcome to the hidden world of industrial alchemy, where nature meets high-tech precision in a lush green sanctuary of sustainable and organic coconut palm groves. Here, the boundaries between the natural world and mechanical innovation blur, setting the stage for a transformation that will redefine everything you know about food. Deep within the heart of the tree lies our secret ingredient, the coconut larva, a powerhouse of pure protein waiting for its moment of awakening. These remarkable creatures have been nurtured in a pristine environment, feeding only on the finest coconut essence to ensure the highest quality of raw material. Human hands and careful observation ensure that only the most perfect specimens are selected for the journey ahead, maintaining a standard of excellence from the start. The harvest begins its transition from the quiet grove to the cutting-edge facility, where the true magic of industrial processing and transformation will finally take place.
Precision is paramount as robotic systems take over, handling each larva with a gentle touch that preserves its integrity while moving it into the production line. They flow like a living river of white gold, passing through the first stage of a journey that will strip away the old and reveal the new. Intense sprays of purified water wash away every speck of dust, ensuring that only the cleanest, most refined essence moves forward into the deep purification stage. This is the shocking origin of a culinary masterpiece, where the unknown becomes the exceptional through the lens of modern science and industrial perfection. Step into the sanctuary of purification, a sterile world where the essence of the larva is extracted and refined under the strictest scientific conditions imaginable. The process begins with extreme cold, using liquid nitrogen to instantly lock in the nutritional value and prepare the material for its structural metamorphosis. As they enter the deep freeze, time seems to stop, preserving the purity of the protein and ensuring that every nutrient is captured for the final product. The air is thick with the cold breath of science, a visual testament to the advanced technology required to transform raw nature into an industrial marvel. Frozen solid and stripped of their biological form, they are now ready to be broken down into the fundamental building blocks of our high-protein flour. The sound of progress hums through the room as high-speed grinders prepare to pulverize the frozen material into a fine, versatile, and highly nutritious powder. In a fraction of a second, the solid forms are shattered, releasing the essence of the larva and creating a consistent base for our legendary recipe. What emerges is a beautiful, ivory-toned powder, a concentrated form of protein that serves as the heart of our unique industrial noodle formulation. The powder falls like a majestic waterfall, a cascade of pure potential that will soon be blended with the finest ingredients the world has to offer. Through nano-filtration, we achieve a level of purity that is unmatched, ensuring that the texture of the final noodle will be smooth beyond all expectation. Look closely at the essence of purity, a refined material that carries the soul of the coconut grove into a new, versatile form of sustenance. With the purification complete, science gives its seal of approval, clearing the way for the artistic blending process that will create the perfect dough. Entering the mixing hall, we witness the birth of a masterpiece, where different elements come together in a symphony of flavor and structural integrity. The refined larva powder is introduced first, establishing a foundation of high protein that sets these noodles apart from anything else on the market. Premium wheat flour joins the mix, providing the necessary elasticity and classic taste that creates the familiar comfort of a traditional instant noodle. Vitamins and essential minerals are added with surgical precision, fortifying the blend to create a meal that is as nutritious as it is delicious. Then comes the soul of the flavor, a secret golden essence, sprayed in a fine mist to coat every particle with an irresistible savory aroma. Each droplet carries a word of taste, bonding with the powders to ensure that the flavor is locked deep within the fiber of every noodle. The great blades begin their dance, folding the ingredients together with a rhythmic power that ensures a perfectly even distribution of flavor and nutrients. A vortex of color and texture forms as the elements unite, losing their individual identities to become something far greater than the sum of their parts. The kneading process begins, with mechanical arms applying the perfect amount of pressure to develop the gluten and create a strong, resilient dough structure. Slowly, a smooth and elastic dough emerges, possessing a unique bounce and texture that can only be achieved through this specialized larva protein blend. Admire the perfect consistency, a surface so smooth and well blended that it reflects the light with a soft, appetizing glow of industrial perfection. Strength and flexibility are tested, as the dough is pulled to its limits, proving it is ready to be shaped into the iconic noodle form. With the alchemy complete, the recipe is verified, ensuring every batch meets the high standards of the industrial transformation we have set out to achieve. We enter the hall of shaping, where the raw dough will be sculpted into a continuous flow of noodles, a marvel of modern engineering and design. Polished rollers wait in perfect alignment, ready to transform the heavy mass of dough into a thin, delicate sheet of culinary potential. The first touch of the rollers begins the compression, thinning the dough with immense pressure while maintaining the delicate balance of its inner structure. Pass after pass, the dough becomes more refined, stretching out into a long, continuous ribbon that moves with the grace of flowing water. What was once a solid mass is now a silken sheet, a testament to the elasticity provided by our unique larva protein-enriched dough formulation. Precision at high speed ensures a uniform thickness, a critical factor for even cooking and the perfect mouthfeel in the final bowl of noodles. The moment of transformation arrives as hundreds of razor-sharp blades prepare to slice the sheet into the individual strands we all know and love. In an instant, the sheet is divided and the iconic wavy pattern is born, a shape designed to hold flavor and create the perfect texture. They flow in a rhythmic dance, a sea of noodles moving toward the next stage of their journey, where heat will begin the cooking process. Steam rises to greet the noodles as they enter the thermal chamber, where high-temperature vapor will gelatinize the starch and lock in the shape. Inside the mist, a thermal transformation occurs, turning the raw dough strands into semi-cooked noodles with a firm and resilient bite. Watch as the color deepens, a visual sign of the starch reacting to the heat, preparing the noodles for their final, crispy metamorphosis in the oil. Every detail of the environment is controlled, ensuring that the moisture content is perfectly balanced before the noodles face the intense heat of the fryer. They emerge from the heat reborn, shaped and partially cooked, ready for the most dramatic stage of their industrial creation, the vacuum frying process. Welcome to the heart of the heat, where vacuum technology allows us to fry the noodles at lower temperatures, preserving the delicate larva protein flavors. The noodles are portioned into their final round shapes, nestled into metal cradles that will carry them through the boiling golden oil. Into the oil they go, a precise immersion that begins the final crisping, turning soft strands into the crunchy delight we all crave. The vacuum environment creates a unique frying dynamic, removing moisture efficiently while keeping the oil absorption to an absolute minimum for a healthier product. Tiny bubbles celebrate the transformation, a rhythmic sizzle that signals the removal of the last traces of water and the arrival of perfect crunch. As they rise to the surface, the transformation is nearly complete, the noodles now possessing the structural integrity and golden color of a finished masterpiece. The golden transformation is achieved, a radiant hue that promises a rich flavor and a satisfying snap with every single bite. Excess oil is cast aside with rapid motion, leaving behind only the pure, crispy essence of the noodle, light and free from unnecessary grease. Observe the texture of perfection, an airy and crisp structure that is both strong enough for transport and delicate enough to melt in your mouth. Cooling winds blow through the line,
stabilizing the temperature and locking in the crunch, ensuring the noodles stay perfect until they reach your bowl. The line moves forward, a sea of gold cooling under the watchful eyes of the factory sensors, nearing the end of its industrial birth. Thermal monitoring ensures each block is cooled to the exact degree required for packaging, maintaining the highest standards of safety and quality control. The sound of success is a crisp rattle, the music of 1,000 perfect noodle blocks, ready to be sealed away for their final journey. Only the elite remain, the survivors of a rigorous selection process that guarantees only the most perfect larvae noodles will ever reach the consumer. Now comes the final dressing, as precision robotics place each golden block into a package that reflects the sophisticated technology and care within, a design that speaks of luxury and innovation, a visual promise of the extraordinary culinary experience that awaits inside this humble package. Sealed for freshness, the journey from the coconut grove to the finished product is almost complete, preserved in a state of industrial perfection. We step away from the factory floor to witness the ultimate test of our creation, an ASMR experience designed to highlight the results of our alchemy. Listen closely as the seal is broken, the first sound of a revelation that has been 10 minutes in the making. In the hands of the taster, the noodle block is a trophy of industrial success, a solid piece of evidence for the power of modern food science. Crack! The sound of perfection resonates, a sharp and satisfying snap that confirms the flawless texture and crunch we have worked so hard to achieve. Inside, the secret is revealed, a structure so fine and airy it can only be the result of our unique larva protein and vacuum frying process. Hot water breathes life back into the strands, a gentle rehydration that releases the deep, savory aromas we locked away during the drying process. The steam carries the scent of the grove and the essence of the kitchen, a fragrance that signals the final moment of our industrial journey. Behold the masterpiece, a bowl of larva-enriched noodles, perfectly cooked, incredibly nutritious, and visually stunning. The ultimate goal of our industrial alchemy. From the coconut heart to your table, the journey of the larva is complete. Experience the perfection of the Larvae Alchemy for yourself.
If you found today's content helpful, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell so you won't miss any upcoming videos. Your support is the motivation that keeps me creating more valuable content every day. Wishing you good health, peace, and lots of joy in your life. See you again in the next videos.